Welcome back to Everyday Kentucky. We are continuing our Truck Talk series with H&A Law, and lawyer John Hollan joins me now. We are talking all about truck drivers. We know you have to have a CDL license for that, but you and I were talking about a medical license, and that kind of shocked me. So can we go into that a little bit?
Yeah, so as we've talked about several times during our segments, these trucks weigh 80,000 pounds. They are very large vehicles and can cause catastrophic damage. Not only are these drivers required to have a CDL, but a medical certificate is also required under the federal regulations. So typically a clean bill of health, that's going to get a driver a 2-year medical certificate. When there are health issues that have to be closely monitored, it might be 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, or it might be denied outright.
So I know in our previous truck talks, sometimes people get emergency certified in those CDLs. Do those lines get a little blurred in the health license too?
They absolutely get blurred, and it's it's not really a gray area a lot of times. It's black and white. Unfortunately, what we see in too many of these cases are drivers and companies who they will not be forthcoming in the medical licensure process. So when we look at these cases, we review these cases, trying to figure out exactly what happened. Something that we see all too often are drivers who absolutely were not medical qualified or were not forthcoming when they received their medical qualification. Just to give you a couple of examples, there are some medical issues that they're treating. They can be treated, but depending on their status or condition, they can be an automatic disqualifier. I'll give you a few examples: sleep apnea, uncontrolled diabetes, a brain injury or a head injury. It's just so important and critical for the public safety that drivers who are entrusted to drive these vehicles, these large, 80,000-pound vehicles, are medically qualified to do so to keep our roadways safe.
And some of those medical issues are some very common issues that day-to-day people face. And when you want to go in this profession, and you may not think about that.
Yeah, and again, as I've said this before on here, but we represent a lot of truck drivers in our office as well. It is a hard job. They're away from their families. They're in the truck for 14 hours in a day. It is a difficult job. Health can oftentimes be, put to the side, but they're not, just because someone has these issues, again, it's not that they can't drive a truck or that they can't get qualified. It's just they need to monitor them, and the regulations require that those issues be monitored, taken care of before they're placed on the roadway.
Now, if someone's watching the segment now and needs to get in contact with you or your law firm, how do they do so?
Yeah, so we have our phone number here at the bottom of the screen. Our office is here in Lexington. We're also in Louisville. We handle these cases all across Kentucky. And I have information about cases just like this involving medical conditions that we've handled, along with more information on our website at semijustice.com.
Thank you so much, John, for these truck talks.
Thank you.